Hello, and happy Vlogmas Day 11. Can you believe it? Can you believe it is the 11th of December? I honestly can't. Anyway, my name is Lee, and this is my Flossy Vloggy Flossmas, where I come to you every day during the month of December and talk to you about my lovely Adventy calendars, my tea that I am drinking from said Advent calendar, and other delightful things like what I'm working on and such. Now, first, you may wonder, oh, she's all sparkly today. What the heck's going on? I'll tell you. The guy has a company holiday party today. Yes. Don't worry, folks. We're not going anywhere. It's an online holiday party at 3 in the afternoon. And so I decided I don't get to dress up ever anymore because I sit in my house and I don't go anywhere. And I thought, well, I'm gonna wear a fancy dress. So I pulled out something with lots of sparkle because it's the holiday season. Ta-da! So festive, wee festive. Right. Now, let's, oh, this actually brings me to something I should have brought up a little earlier. Earlier in the Vlogmases, I had mentioned that a package arrived for the guy from his work, and that they had some silly things in it. And I just wanted to show one of them, and I know I'd mentioned that I was going to show it, and I completely forgot. Thank you for the reminder. But I did forget. And this is what they gave him. It is a D&D cookbook. Yes, Dungeons and Dragons cookbook. Who knew? Who knew? There's actually some tasty things in here. I mean, there actually are real recipes. Some with weird names. D&D names. Like iron rations. It's really just super fancy trail mix. But I was amused by the book. It is divided into human cuisine and dwarven cuisine and elfin cuisine, and I think there's something else. Some other cuisine. I don't remember. Halfling cuisine. And it amused me greatly. It has some amusing, very D&D art. So if you're into D&D and you have, I don't know, I guess some money to splurge on, something ridiculous, a D&D cookbook. It even came with a D&D, well, for the guy from work. I don't think the actual cookbook does this, but it actually came with a D&D apron with something like this on the front. I don't actually remember. So this is what they gave him for the holiday season this year. A D&D cookbook. Official. Anyway, I found it highly amusing, and one part, if I could find it, I should have, written it down. Kept it. It tells you all the things that you might need. In the procure the right equipment section, there are some things that I wish I could actually own. Things like spoons of eating. Yes, there's a spoon of eating. You should have one of those when you cook. Anyway, this was the silly thing that I wanted to share that the guy got from his work. And I figured since today is the guy's holiday party, and I put all the sparkly on, it would be the perfect day to share it. Ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. But who knows? Maybe later on in my vlogs, I will make some of the items in there and be like, hey, some dwarven cuisine today. Oh, before I drink this, I should probably talk about it. I mean, I haven't taken a sip yet. This was what was in my Advent calendar of tea yesterday. Mince pie. Oh, quick update before I get to that. I did in fact find the missing mulled wine tea, it was in my yarn basket with all of my yarns. So evidently, the other day, on the 9th, when I put away all my yarn, I just dropped the tea bag in there too. Well, I found it. And so last night I decided, since it was an herbal tea, that caffeine free, so I was gonna have it that evening after I found it. So I brewed myself up some tea, and I had the mulled wine burden blend, and not for me. It was very, very hibiscus-y, and yeah, not my thing. So, great name, mulled wine, but if I want mulled wine, I think I'll just make some glühwein and go straight to the actual thing. I was not a fan of Burden Blend's mulled wine. Wah wah. So let's see how I feel about their mince pie. I'm not sure. It's unoffensive. It's also kind of uninteresting. Apologies, cat under the tree. It's just kind of, it's like it's a black tea that wants to be more and isn't. So it's fine. I mean, I can drink a whole cup of it, but it is not, man, don't think it's one I'd go for. It's not bad. Like, it doesn't taste bad. It's not like the mulled wine from yesterday. But it's nothing special. Oh well. Can't win them all, Burden Blend. So, let's get to this Burden Blend Advent Calendar and open up day 11 and see what we shall find for tomorrow. Got it. This is in a red bag. That means great with or without milk and completely caffeine free. Well, shall we see? Poppin' Xmas Buttermint Toffee. The all-time best movie treat, right? Butter toffee. Movie treat. Really? Really, Bretts? That's what you have during movie nights? Not popcorn? I mean, I'm allergic to corn, so I also don't have popcorn. But I also probably wouldn't have butter toffee either, because it is odds are made with corn. This is rooibos, toasted rice, fenugreek, puffed quinoa, sunflower petals, and natural flavoring. Huh. So toasted rice, so it's gonna kind of have that type of flavor, maybe. Wow. I am definitely curious. I have no clue what this one's going to taste like, but my curiosity is definitely piqued. So, it's still movie night treat? I question this. So, if you're a Brit, let me know. Do you really eat buttered toffee buttered toffee for movie nights? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Sorry, there was a bit of a cat knocking things over. All better now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Now, let's get to the advent calendars. Geektastic Women in Literature. Shall we see who we get today? Oh, this is going to be cute. Alice from Through the Looking Glass. I'm going to be very Wonderland today, since I have the Alice in Wonderland Advent Calendar. Let's see. Nothing special falling out of the box bag today. That was so weird last night. Ooh. Okay, I can see why they'd call this Alice in Wonderland. Let me show. Let me show. There we go. Yeah, I see where they're going with that. They're going with that whole Disney animated Alice in Wonderland dress thing. I can see that. There are some fun variegated blues in there. I don't know how well I showed that off. It is looking a little washed out on my screen. Not sure if you're truly seeing the bright turquoises or not. It is a lovely yarn though. And I see where they're getting. Hey, the little washi tape on the back is actually matchy-matchy. Well, same ballpark matchy-matchy. Next up, Canon Hand Dyes Isn't It Romantic Gradient. This one might be a little boring to open up for you people to see. I mean, it's just, okay, so it's going to be one lighter, but oh my gosh, is this going to be fun to stitch with. The knitting of this one, ooh, we're getting some pinks in here now. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. Oh, yeah, you might be able to see some of that. We are definitely getting some pops of pink into this peach now. There. Yes, we are definitely, oh, okay, this one's actually really neat. We are definitely moving into the peaches, and I mean, we're in the peaches, but we're moving into the pinks. Fun. Not really a peachy pinky person, and that's what this gradient is, and for some reason the concept photo she used just was beautiful. The colors were just great, and I bought it. So I'm glad I'm really liking the colors. Next up, Hugh Loco's One Pot Wonder. Ooh, milk glass. Look at this lovely neutral. That is so fun. Look at those colors. The speckles on there. Oh, this one is delicate and lovely. Yeah. Nice. Don't know if I have anything more to say than that. And last of the advent calendars, Earl Grey Fiber. I do not know why I keep blanking on that name. Earl Grey is my favorite tea. You'd think I'd be able to remember. Earl Grey Fiber Company's Alice in Wonderland. I finally learned how to not completely destroy this bag, she says as she completely destroys the bag. All right. Ooh, that is pink. Do you play croquet? That is a light, pretty pink. With some speckles of some darker pink. There we go. So do you play croquet? I haven't in years. Oh goodness, when I was, story time. I'm gonna babble today evidently. Sit down, you're in it for the long haul if you're here. When I was in high school, oh, those many eons ago, my best friend for her 16th or 16th birthday, I think it was, had a Mad Hatter's tea party for her birthday. So we all went to her house and we had to wear a hat, and if you didn't have a hat, she had a hat to spare. And we drank tea and had a high tea kind of thing and played croquet in her front yard. Now, that sounds wonderfully and delightful and fun, doesn't it? Her birthday is the end of November in the Pacific Northwest. Yes, it was gray, muddy, rainy, and still, we played croquet outside on her front yard in our hats and drank our tea. I'd almost completely forgotten about that until thinking about the last time I played croquet, which I don't think was that. I think the last time I played croquet was at her wedding, but I'm not sure. Anyway, enough of story time. We don't need that. Let's talk about what we did yesterday, craft-wise. You know, some interesting things that you might actually care about. First, I did some knitting on my sock, and I indeed finished the leg. Yep, that is one whole leg for the sock. So now I get to do the heel flap and the heel turn, and I hope to do that today. And then I moved to my stitching, where I was hoping to finish the third ornament. Oh, I don't think I've ever mentioned who made this. I have to look it up again. Scarlet House, Marion Bright. Ooh, lots of reflection. So I sat down to stitch the third ornament, and I checked the first ornament, the yellow ornament, that I did in fact miss a line on. So that's the first thing I did. And then I decided to just keep going. Yeah. I finished it. I did the whole thing last night. I just kept stitching and stitching and stitching. So, tiny bit of a Christmas miracle. Just a little bit of one. I have finished a cross stitch piece. What? That's crazy. But it did. It's done. Look at that. It's really cute. And it's actually correct now. So this gold guy has that last little line on the bottom. It did actively make a difference on that middle one. He no longer looks flat on the bottom. And there we go. Merry and Bright by the Scarlet House is finished. It is on the called for fabric and with the called for threads. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. No clue what I'll be stitching on now. I will pull out one of my other Christmassy type stitchings. Not sure which one. And that is what I will work on. So come tomorrow and you'll find out which one it was I chose. I also have part 6 of Nutmeg the Gnome came out today, so I have that to do tonight as well. And a holiday party to go to at 3 in the afternoon. Bring your own drinks. And no, I will not be wearing this dress all day. I will be changing it after the 3 o'clock in the afternoon holiday party, where you bring your own drinks, which will be tea for me because that's way too early in the day to start drinking, even for a holiday party. I mean, really, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a Friday, I get that, but still, that's way too early to start drinking. And then I will change and get out of the kind of chilly, because see-through sleeve, short sleeve, see-through. It's held together with like sequins and net. That's all that sleeve. There's nothing else. It's kind of chilly. And now, oh no, I did not put on nylons, nor am I going to put on heels. I put sparkles on. I put sequins on. That I can do. So that's my day. I hope that your December 11th is going well, or has gone well. I hope you take time to craft in whatever way makes your heart happy, and sit down for a minute or two and have yourself a bit of a drink of something, be it tea or water or coffee or what have you. Just take a few moments for yourself, breathe in, breathe out, relax, enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow for day 12. 12 of Flossmas, Vlogmas. Oh, never come up with a name. Until then, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.